Good morning, everyone. It's Mr. Spracklen here, and we are live from the Lockdown 2 Inspired to Learn Distance Learning School, and we're here for an assembly together this morning. I hope you've had a great morning in Distance Learning School. I've seen some wonderful work on display, and I've also seen some people collecting their physical resource packs. And remember, today's the day to come in and collect those at the times that are on the screen right now. It's currently year one's turn to come and pick them up, and then at 12 o'clock it will be year two's turn, and it's very nice to see you all as you collect those in a socially distanced way. And thank you to everyone who's already been this morning. Got lots of people saying hello. We've got hello from Oliver in reception. Good morning, Oliver. Thank you very much for joining us. Hello to Isaac. Hello from the Davis boys who are joining us. Big wave to you guys. Hi to year 3 from Rosa. Hello to year 4 from Elsie, and to year 2 from Henry. Morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. From Mrs. Howell, who says she hopes everyone's having a good day and that they're keeping warm. It is a bit cold out there, isn't it? Jack Frost has been working hard, I think. Hello from Orson and Ursula. Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Hello from Evie and Will, and from Harry and George. It's wonderful that you're all able to join us this morning. Thank you very much. Now, in Assemblies Day, I've got a bit of a question for you. Can you name any superheroes from TV, films, or comics? And I'd love you to name some and put them in the chat bar for me. Can you think of any that you might have seen? Maybe when you've been reading a comic or watching a film or having a bit on the TV. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to see if you can type in your answers for me. Can you name any superheroes from TV, films, or comics? Okay, let's see if we've got any answers, shall we? And we have got some coming in. We've got the first one I had in was Wolverine. I think that's from Isaac. Thank you, Isaac. And then Isaac was very quick to put another one in as well. Batman. Alfie and Florence say Spider-Man and Batman. Isaac says Superman. Rosa says Supergirl. Who else have we got? We've got Batman from the Gooms. We've got Wolverine from George. We've got Batman from Orson. We've got Batman again. Harry says Captain Underpants. We've got Black Widow. We've got Spider-Man, Batman, Hulk, and Ant-Man. And Lucia says Captain Underpants, Superman, Hulk, and Spider-Man. We've got Alex says Captain America. We've got Flash and Thor. And we've got Wonder Woman, we've got Ant-Man, we've got Superman, we've got lots and lots of suggestions here. Thank you so much, guys. Got Batgirl, Iron Man from Toby, lots and lots of brilliant suggestions. Well done. You were really good at naming your superheroes, Prince of Wales School. Wow. Do you know what? Superheroes were invented in the 1930s. Anyone work out how long ago that was? The 1930s. We're in 2020 now. How long ago was 1930? And they were invented for comics. And stories were told, and comics were stories that were told with pictures and speech bubbles, just like they are now. And that was the first time that they were used. And can you see some of those old comics there? And I wonder if you can recognize any of the comics or any of the superheroes that are in those very first initial set of comics. They're quite labeled, aren't they? Batman and Superman. Well, here we go. In the 1940s, which is 10 years after the 1930s, these were the most famous superheroes. Do you know all of their names? If you do, pop them into the comment box. Who's the first one there? George has worked it out. He's worked it out. It was 91 years ago. Yeah, that's right, George. 91 years ago. So nearly 100 years ago, really, isn't it? Since these characters first started coming around. I wonder if we can name these characters. Mr. Spracklen's pretty confident on 2 of them. He's not too sure on the last one. We've got 3 superheroes here. You can see a couple of ideas that have coming in. I'll give you a couple of seconds to put your answers there. I think we had some of these suggested before, didn't we? I think the one in the middle is Batman. And then on the first one is Superman. Green Lantern. Someone else thinks it might be Robin, the one on the right there. Toby says Batman, Superman, and question mark. Yeah, I was a bit question mark on the last one as well, Toby. We've got Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern suggested by the Horsefuls. I think Green Lantern is sounding like it might be the right answer there. Superman, Batman, and Mummy thinks Green Lantern maybe. I think I'm with you, Mummy, on that one. Yeah, these are 3 superheroes, aren't they? What do you notice is the same about all of these superheroes? What do you notice, guys? It takes a few seconds for your comments to come in, so I'm going to give you a 30-second countdown. What do you notice is the same about all 3 of these superheroes? So we've got a few suggestions coming in here. Toby says, I think they can all fly. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's a good suggestion. They are all boys and they are strong. That's an answer there. Harry says they all have symbols. Oh, sorry, that one was from Oliver. Oliver said they are all boys and they're strong. Harry says they all have symbols. Orson and Ursula say they all have muscles. Rose says they're all wearing a costume. Jacob says they all have the badges on their chest and lots of muscles. Alex says that they all have superpowers. Kate Trevette said they're all goodies. And we've got another suggestion for the names of the characters there. Thank you. Well, let's go on and let's have a look at what's the same about all of these. Now, maybe you noticed that all of those superheroes that were in the last slide were all men. When superheroes were invented, women were seen to be just there to be rescued. They never did any of the rescuing themselves in the comics. Like this picture of Superman here. Today, though, we're going to learn about someone who thought that wasn't right and thought that that needed to change. And the person that we're going to think about is someone called William Moulton Marston. It's quite a posh name, isn't it? But can we all say it in a posh voice? William Moulton Marston. He was a very clever man. He was a specialist in how people think. It's a good thing to be a specialist in, isn't it? How people think. And together with his wife Elizabeth, they invented the first ever lie detector test. Little fact for you there. And there they are, look in the top right-hand corner there, William Marston and Elizabeth Holloway. William was also a big fan of equality. I wonder if any of our older children know what the word equality means. I wonder if they could tell me in the box. What does it mean to be a fan of equality? What does it mean to have that as a focus, I wonder? Well, William was a big fan of equality, which means making things the same, making sure that everyone's treated equally. And when William and Elizabeth were alive in the 1940s, women were not treated equally. It was much harder for women to get jobs, and when they did, they were usually paid less than men for the same job. Do you think that's fair, Prince of Wales School, if they were doing the same job? The Gooms think that equality is about being equal and treating people fairly, says Orson and Ursula. It's about being equal, making sure that we're equal. Thank you, Mrs. Scott. Do you think it's fair that men and women were doing exactly the same job but being paid differently? Don't think that sounds right, does it? Many men didn't think that women should be treated equally, but William did, and he had a plan. DC Comics, and they're the people that made Batman and Superman and come up with those characters, had asked William to come and work for them. They wanted him to invent a superhero. Lots of people saying it's not fair. That's right. Now, isn't that a cool job to do? To have DC Comics come to you and ask you to invent a superhero. I wonder if you could do that job, invent a superhero. That was the job that was given to William. William had an idea for a new type of superhero. I wonder what this idea might be. Let's have a look, shall we? This superhero won't use his fists. They will win by using their brain. Sounds like a good idea to me. That's great. Just make her a woman, said his wife, Elizabeth. William set to work creating the very first female superhero. Wonder Woman. And we had someone mention Wonder Woman earlier on, didn't we? I think that might have been Rosa. Well done, Rosa. Wonder Woman was the very first ever female superhero. She had superhuman strength. She could leap over buildings, had bracelets that could deflect bullets, and a lasso that made people tell the truth. Remember William's lie detector? He was a big fan of the truth. William was inspired by the women's suffragettes who had fought for equality for women and won the right for women to vote. He wanted a superhero who fought for equality using her brains and strength, not her fists. Some people loved Wonder Woman, and some people didn't. We love that superheroes can be women as well as men, say the people in this picture. She is not wearing enough clothes, someone said. Women should cover up. She is equal to men. We should ban these comics. What do you think? Who do you agree with? Do you think there should have been a woman superhero or not? I'll give you some time to think about that one. Alex says yes, absolutely, and gives a muscle sign there. Yeah, I think I definitely agree. I think it's a wonderful thing to have our female superheroes. We've got yes from Rosa. Yes, there should be female superheroes. Yes, girls can be superheroes, said Oliver. Anyone can be a superhero, said John and Lucia. I completely agree. Holly thinks there should be women superheroes too. Thank you, Holly. Yes, there should be. Say the Gooms, fantastic. Yeah, you're absolutely right, guys. There definitely should be all sorts of superheroes, and definitely lots and lots of female superheroes as well. Despite the objections, Wonder Woman was a hit. William had changed the world of superheroes and given everyone a new type of superhero. Wonder Woman has changed over the years, but she is still as popular today as ever. And she was named by Rosa, wasn't she? And she is one of the very first superheroes to have her. Sorry, she is one of the very first female. She's one of the very few female superheroes to have their own films. What can we learn from William Moulton Marston? Is it right to stand up for quality even if people argue against you? I think William showed great resilience, didn't he? He showed all those things that we like to see from you as inspired to learn learners. He definitely used his building learning powers when he was designing his superhero. The final thought I'm going to leave you today with an assembly is this. What superhero would you invent that would fight for equality now? I don't necessarily need you to answer that now, but have a think. I think what Joel and Lucia said is very true. Anyone could be a superhero.
One, two, three, go! Clap your hands. Sleep. Wave your hands. Hitch a ride. Sneeze. Go for a walk. Let's see you swim. Now ski. Spray. Macho Man. Sound your horn. Ring the bell. Okay. Kiss. Comb your hair. Wave your hand. Come on, wave your hand. Superman! Clap your hands. Now you're looking really good. Now you got the hang of it. We're gonna try it one more time. We're gonna do it again, okay? Sleep. Wave your hands. Hitch your ride. Sneeze. Go for a walk. Let's see you swim. And ski. Spray. Macho Man. Sound your horn. And ring the bell. Okay. Kiss. Comb your hair. Wave. Wave your hands. Superman. Okay, clap your hands. Little bit louder. Now clap your hands and bend your knees with the music. Right, all we're gonna do now you've really got the hang of this, we're gonna try it one more time. Ready?